here, or the one I'm going to use, the Excel shortcut on my desktop, and go ahead and open it up. And when you open it, the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see blank workbook, which is the one we are going to be using. Also, before we get into it, on the left there's a tab, and you could see new. When you click new, you can also use online templates that Microsoft provides. So if there's a type of workbook that you want to open up, like a personal calendar or a tracker of some sort, those templates already exist, and you can search for them, or under the suggested searches you can try out the different types of templates. So for example, let's go to personal for a second. We can see that there's seasonal photo calendars, personal monthly budgets, household monthly budgets, family event calendar. You get the drift. So there's a bunch of different types of templates you can use so that you have that ease of access. For now, let's go ahead and open up a blank workbook so I can show you something. When you have your new workbook, on the bottom left you'll see that you have a sheet. We are using a single sheet in Excel, and this can be thought of as a single table. If you wanted to open up a new workbook, not a new sheet, a new workbook in Excel that you want to work side by side, you can go ahead and click anywhere in the sheet and click Control N as in Nancy. If we were to hit N, we could see that we're growing the number of books that we have. So let's go ahead and try that out. All right, and what I want you to do is once you've done that, you can also click the X on the top right to close out the workbooks that we're not using. So go ahead and close out until you have book 1 listed here, and now we're back. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how we can save this file for the first time to save our work. You can hit File on the top left, click Save. Alright, and if you're using OneDrive, you can save it on your OneDrive. In our case, we're going to be using PC since not everyone uses OneDrive. We're going to click this PC. Alright, if you double click it, you'll pop up a folder, but if you single click, you'll see a list of all different types of folders. So in our case, let's go ahead and save it to where we want to, and I'm going to call this first book, and you can call it whatever you want and click Save. And now we've created our first workbook and we've saved it with our name, and you can see that reflected up here. Alright, so that's how you create a new workbook. Check out some templates, take some time and go through that, and I'll see you in the next session. Things about Excel is the way that it navigates, as well as how Microsoft has arranged the different features in Excel for ease of access and seamless usability. That's why I wanted to dedicate. Hey there guys and girls, and welcome back to the course on Excel. One of my favorite things about Excel is the way that it navigates, as well as how Microsoft has arranged the different features in Excel for ease of access and seamless usability. That's why I wanted to dedicate one section of the course on navigation, in which I wanted to take some time to break down the various areas of the Excel user interface and help you familiarize yourselves with it, since we'll be touching base on these menus often, and it'll help you to know where they are and what they're called, as well as how to access them throughout the course. And if you forget, you can always have this section to refer back to. In this session, I wanted to cover the File button here. That is the top left here. In the File button, you'll have access to things like New, Open, Info, Save, Save As, printing your documents, sharing your documents, exporting them for use in other places, publishing them online, as well as closing them. And at the bottom, you'll have access to your account, where you have user information like your license, what type of product you're using, as well as your Office theme, which you can customize to make different types of colors and things like that. Also, furthermore, you'll have managed settings for account privacy, where you can choose what types of information you're sharing with Microsoft or not. Also, under options at the bottom, you'll have a lot of access to custom areas within your Excel workbooks and the way that you use Excel, so you can control the options that you like to see in your own version of Excel. So by default, everyone has a standard version of Excel, but once you become a more advanced user, you come to find that there are certain tools that you like access to more often, or you have a bit of a preference in the way that you see certain things in Excel and how certain things work. And that's what the Excel options menu is for, and where it becomes useful. So that can be found in the File and the Options area within Excel. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover in this session. In the next session, we're going to be covering the Excel ribbon, which is this beast right here. And this is the powerhouse of Excel, and I'm excited to show you that. So I'll see you in the next session.